It's Week 10 of the NFL. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' star running back.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
There he goes, left side. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A huge play there right off the bat. 41 yards on the ground. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Raiders will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Throwing on 1st down. Harrell. He'll get that out to the flat to White.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, McCann. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. The Raiders at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop. 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Over the middle, and Mayer hauls it in. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll look to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. Harrell looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Back to throw. Harrell. And it is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Mayer, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
An extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz.
Head coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Stafford. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Now a handoff up the middle. Cameron. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now Stafford. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Harrell, a short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Harrell under pressure, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. So here's a 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Harrell. That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense humming here in the early going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Harrell. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Mayer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. Does CBD see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for L.A. 54 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And that one complete downfield to Cup. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Second and goal from the 1. Stafford going to try and run. And he is going to lose yardage here. That second down play nets a -4. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But you got...
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Harrell. That's caught by Tucker. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. The throw over the middle, taken in. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Now a play fake here on first down. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Off play action. Harrell sliding out of the pocket. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now an injury timeout, and that is Devontae Adams, who is in some discomfort following that play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Looking to throw. Harrell to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Running here with White. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Zamir White, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. And the Raiders have got him. Ed Oliver in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He finds his man, complete. It's Reed, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Harrell. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Harrell. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Back to throw. Harrell. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
On 1st and 10, Harrell. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Harrell. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The kick by Carlson is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points in 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. That's caught again by Schultz. Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he goes out right around the 39. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Again, it's Stafford. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. A final shot before the break. Stafford. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Chiefs who are out in front as they move towards halftime. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Joe Burrow, a touchdown pass in the victory. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Javonte Williams. 101 yards on the ground.
All right,
this has
Coach,
certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
To throw on 3rd down, Harrell. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And that ball popped free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it. Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll try the left side. McCann. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch. Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way. From the gun on 3rd down. Harrell, that's to his running back, complete. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead. Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get
Keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, the kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Up the middle they go. Cameron. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Here's Stafford. And that's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now it's Stafford. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. Operating from the gun, Harold. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 42. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, McCann. But the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them the hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They go play action here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2nd down and 4. Back to throw. Harold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Off the play fake. Harold. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down,
Harrell.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there for his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
And the Raiders are able to stretch out their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point period.
And now the rookie's free. Look at him go inside the 30. And how about that return? Inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing is Stafford. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Stafford. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And that almost their first INT in the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
To throw on 3rd down.
Harrell. Pass taken in by his big tight end.